This is my video reaction to David Pakman addressing whether he will have a debate with a vegan. I did a prequel video a few days ago. It took him a while to say whether he would debate. And here's a couple clips from that video.
Just wondering if you personally would ever consider going vegan?
Okay, I'm not considering that right now. And it's conceivable that at some other point I would consider a change to my diet, but I'm pretty happy with my diet right now. That agricultural emissions are about 11% of American emissions. And of course, there is no doubt that factory animal farming is a large portion of that.
And now to continue where that video left off.
What you also have to consider is if we replace all of those products, what are they replaced with to meet certain caloric needs?
More pineapple, bananas, and then there's dates, and more, rice, corn, beans, pasta, vegan burgers, vegan tacos.
It ends up being a very small number of things that can do it, which generates monocultures. That's very bad for the environment.
Never heard this argument before. Well, I only named a handful, didn't I? I can go on. Quinoa, millet, bulgur. 7 kinds of beans. Mangoes, high in calories. Papaya. Well, 10 kinds of dates that I buy. As a vegan, I eat like 2 or 3 times the different foods that the average American eats. It's the average standard American diet. That's all the same, like 5 things.
And other ways. Jay, I got to run. I've given you almost 10 minutes. I know we're
6 minutes. It's almost 10 minutes for a vegan.
I'm not going to agree, okay?
Just one more. I just want to say, okay, about the amount of crops, it's always less crops to eat a plant-based diet. That's first of all. So if you want to talk about crop deaths, there'll always be less crop-related deaths on a plant-based diet. But you still haven't answered the question, how do you justify eating meat, dairy, and eggs when there is a victim involved? And you said
I'd have to think about how I talk to the cow, Jay. I told you, I think that those questions are philosophical.
Because I want to talk on the cow's behalf.
It's really a rhetorical question. He's not suggesting you convince the cow.
Jay, I've given you more time than I give anybody. I got to let you go, okay?
All right, well, think about it, David. Thanks for taking my...
All right, I'll think about that. Thank you. Boy, see, this is why when I saw the user was Jay Vegan, I almost got away from it. But I do regret that.
It's amazing that after years of him making videos like this, almost all his comments from his viewers are still trying to tell him he's wrong. It's not just vegans. Now I bring you up to date on this story going on. People are suggesting he debate a vegan. This is about 11 days ago.
Now, here is a caller suggesting a debate.
Another caller.
Okay. You tell me whether this is a debate you want me to do.
Hi, David. My name is Kayvon, and I watched a show about the rights of the animals that you eat. If you would debate me, to talk about it, I think I tried calling you a long time ago or something, and you wouldn't talk to me.
He thinks he tried calling me or something, and I wouldn't talk to him.
So this is a voicemail he's listening to.
Wondering your thoughts on being progressive and wanting to kill animals and eat their flesh.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. If that's a debate people want me to have with this guy, let me know. We've got a great bonus show for you today. We are in...
Okay, I have already read the comments below, and I left a comment myself. Hey, let's read that. Here's what I said I wanted. I don't want to see David get owned because I like all his other videos. David should just watch some other vegan videos. Maybe do a reaction to them. I've seen a lot of vegan debates. I suggest these top debaters. Vegan Gains, Nutrivore. Then there's Dr. Greger. He's really good with his educational videos. Good idea. So anyway, a lot of people said, no, don't do a debate, especially with this guy who left a message. Oh, most people just said he should have a chat with a vegan, a knowledgeable one. So that was 11 days ago. Then, 4 days ago, is the next episode in this series. Caller unleashes anti-vegan attack. Yeah, right. He's exaggerating again. Oh, by the way, it happens to be time for another meal. I got some dates that are warmed up. Yeah, in the winter, in the cold season, warm up your fruit. It's much better. And a plantain. I'm surprised I didn't remember plantains in my list, even though I eat about one every day. Another one. More cantaloupe. Plantains. No one ever brings up plantains for some reason. Oh, that's good. That's something you want to get into. Once you've been on the fruitarian lifestyle a while, you're going to need variety. Oh, by the way, I just realized I haven't watched this video yet. I was saving it for a live reaction. I do that a lot. It's more fun, better for all of us to see my real-time reaction. Here we go.
Is 219 to David P. Last week, I got a voicemail asking for me to debate a vegan. And overwhelmingly, people have said, David, don't do it, for a whole bunch of different reasons.
Yep, that's right. He read our comments, and now he's talking about them. That's pretty good. That doesn't happen much on YouTube.
Even most of the vegans who wrote in said, David, don't do it. It's just pointless. Here is someone who called in, not only saying don't debate the vegan, but also saying really negative things about vegans and vegetarians. Take a listen to this.
Hi, this is Sarah.
Is he surprised?
I thought of another comment after a bit with people who go for a vegan or vegetarian diet. Mm-hmm. They're not helping the planet much, I don't think, because of...
She sounds fat, for one thing. She also sounds out of it. Low energy meat eater.
Of course, their foods aren't right from their area, but they're coming from all parts of the world. The nuts are being transported probably from parts of the South. Dates and things are certainly coming from there.
You don't need much nuts. And they're really dense in calories, so the weight is not that much.
Or from Africa, or olives probably from Europe. And so
there's many dates in Arizona, although I don't know how much they are sourced that way versus another way.
They think that they're helping the...
Wait, did she say dates? I can't hear her very well. Let me hear this again.
Dates and things are certainly coming from there or from Africa.
So she doesn't know about dates, but she's talking about dates. Oh, I want to show you this too. I collect boxes. I get these in the mail, 10 pounds each. Date boxes. I'm pretty much an expert. Dates originate from the Middle East. That's why they got all those Arabic names. They're desert foods. They were brought to the United States, and there's the deserts of California and Arizona. See? Arizona grown. Dates grow great out there. A hot spot is the Coachella Valley, which I used to live 5 years ago. There were just date trees in the parking lots of stores. Foraging Dates. This is the best way to get your food. I foraged dates off the side of the road. I put that in the description.
They think that they're helping the planet, but all the transportation for these...
Okay, so listen. For every argument I have ever heard in favor of veganism, I have also heard a counter argument, okay? What about this? What about that?
Yeah, we call it whataboutism, and we have won that debate. Vegans have won all of these talking points years ago.
Should get our protein from these sources. Okay, but if everybody were to get the protein from those vegan sources, you would need monoculture.
We already have monoculture because most Americans are getting most of their protein from beef. And cows eat about like 2 or 3 different foods. Corn, alfalfa, monocropping those foods.
We get our protein from avocados and almonds. Okay, but the amount of water that those require and the number...
I was just thinking, protein's actually not an issue. It's amazing. Are we still talking about this?
Protein. Are we still talking about this? Protein.
Very high in protein, putting a lot of protein-rich ingredients.
Not getting enough overall protein.
Protein.
Vegans need a little more protein because protein...
Just want to chill on the couch all day and do nothing? Well, then you're gonna need protein.
Aren't even hitting their minimum protein requirements.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What the fuck is he talking about?
What? Well, I also thought, what the fuck is he talking about? Here's a glimpse of my raw vegan YouTube community back in 2009.
We don't need as much protein as we've been educated to believe we need.
The very person who started these myths said most of us don't have to worry about protein. Founder of the 80-10-10 diet, which is mostly fruit, low in protein.
Enough, according to scientists, is 3 to 9% of total calories consumed. Almost all fruits range between 3 to 9%, exactly what is recommended.
Everybody on the move. Everybody let's move. Oh, the movement is like a phenomenon. Spearhead sound for the people, everyone. Thunder comes from the bass and the drums. Rain or shine, never stop anyone. I like my bass loudy, it's move. Everybody on the move. And you don't stop. You don't stop. And you don't quit.
You don't quit.
Touching down on Mother Earth, I take mud and turn it into pottery. Lottery.
You can get enough protein from any food. You don't need a particular food to get enough protein. This is not well known, except for in diet circles.
Salamanders and voles and whatever else, mice that are killed by draining their habitats to water the almond and avocado.
I'm hearing this and I'm like, what the? Oh my God.
Here's my view on this, and we're not going to host a debate on this show, but my view for a long time has been, what we have really good evidence.
So there you have it. He is not going to do a debate, just like a certain orange guy is not doing debates. He can't. Just like I say, Dr. Berg and other anti-vegans, they do not debate. They will not debate. They cannot debate. It tells you a lot.
Evidence for is that for health reasons, limiting intake of meat and especially trying to get your meat intake from leaner meats. I'm not having red meat often at all. Everybody else eating whatever diet they want. And it's just really not a debate. This voicemail and the voicemail from last week are exactly why I have no plans to stage any debates about this issue. All right, on the bonus show.
He blew it off again. Cop out. We win. Now, if this was just an average person or a right-winger, it would be the same old, same old. But this is especially disappointing. He may never do another video about this. This could be the end. He bailed. He has been blowing smoke for years. There's like 10 or 15 videos he's got. But when it comes right down to it, he will not put his information, knowledge base, up against a vegan. But what's weird is almost all his other content is right on the money. But that's politics. So yeah, maybe that's the reason here. Anyway, what do you think? Post a comment. Once a myth like protein gets on the internet, it just spreads. And it don't stop. Because people keep hearing, people like David keep hearing all the junk information. They get confused. And so we're always going to be talking about this. It makes me think of my last video, just 2 days ago. Mind pollution. People get this bad information. And the type of mind pollution I was talking about in that video gets into politics. So all you David Pakman fans should check that out. Especially since you won't hear David talking about this issue. But I think it would help Democrats win elections, ironically. What do you want me to do next? As one of the most level-headed YouTubers here, you name it. I probably have it in my list of video ideas. I got a ton. I'm so diverse that I probably have the idea. I'll pull that out and do it. You'll be amazed at what I bring to the table. So if you're tired of the same